This video is brought to you by HASA, providing products that deliver clean, healthy water for every aspect of everyday life. The bottom feeder, battery-powered vacuum system, because it sucks to clean pools, so cleaning pools sucks less. And by Skimmer. Skimmer software is trusted by over 30,000 pool service pros across North America. So think of the pool pump as the heart of your pool, and just as your heart pumps the blood through your body, the pool pump will pull the water and circulate it through the pool, and it will pull the water from two primary locations. One is the pool skimmer, and the other is a main drain or a side drain. And the pool pump consists of two components. One is the wet end or the pump pot, and this is the area where the water fills up, and the other end is the motor, and both these are important components of the pool pump. The motors come in various configurations. You have what we call single speed motors, dual speed motors, and variable speed motors. And a recent law by the Department of Energy makes variable speed pumps more attractive. Most of the single speed pumps are banned for pool use. You may be able to get away with still using a 1 horsepower or less pump. And a variable speed pump actually is much better for your pool anyway, because it's a great way to save energy while using your pool pump. The pool pump is probably your second biggest appliance or consumer of electricity at your house, second only to your air conditioner. But the variable speed pump will save you a lot of money on your electricity bill because it does run at variable speeds. We call these RPMs in the industry, and if you run your variable speed pump on a lower RPM, this is where you're going to save a lot of money on your energy costs. Some problems you may run into with the pool pump. The main problem you're going to run into is sometimes you can't prime the pool pump, and this is caused by various factors. Probably the number one cause is having low water in the pool, so make sure the water level is set correctly. Another cause of this may be the pump basket itself is clogged with debris. And then the third cause is maybe the impeller behind the pump basket is also clogged with debris. And another reason your pool pump may not prime is that the O-ring on the lid might be stretched out or worn out. And simply replacing the O-ring and then lubing it up is a great way to make sure that you have an airtight seal with the pump lid. Also inspect the plumbing in the inlet of the pump and on top of the pump for any leaks. Any air that gets into the system will cause the pump to lose prime. And whenever you take the pump basket out to clean it, make sure you fill the pump back up with water. This makes the pump much easier to prime. And for some basic maintenance of the pool pump, you want to make sure that the skimmer basket is empty and clear of debris, so check this regularly. You also want to check the pump basket to make sure that it's free of debris. And last, you want to listen to the pool motor as the pump is running, just to make sure that it's not making any strange noises. And if your motor is getting really loud, this could be an indication that the bearings are going out in the motor and it needs to be replaced. And sometimes the pool pump won't turn on. You're going to hear a buzzing sound and then a click. This is an indicator that maybe the motor is burned out, or it could just be the capacitor. Either the run or start capacitor needs to be replaced. And the pool pump should last you for many years. The number one reason why your pool motor burns out is if you run your pool with low water. So make sure you maintain the proper water level in your pool, and this is crucial for the lifespan of your pool pump and motor. Make sure to support the sponsors of this YouTube video, Skimmer, the bottom feeder, and HASA. They make this content possible.